Boy against Tim's in that pos 4 Lion and FBZ in the position 3 Dawnbreaker. Jonathan, how does this lane go?
Do you know what's funny about this lane, Mike? You have 91 base damage in Boom Boy, 81 base damage on Primo-Cell. So if you can somehow just run up and right-click, that's not a pretty lane. Sure, you don't have the best disables. Yeah, Tims can still work angles, get double stuns off. It's a 2 melee heroes up against Lion. Not too hard for Tims to line that up. But the threat of the right clicks are always a bit scary. And of course, Primo-Cell, it could always just hook the range creep, work the lane in his advantage that way. They are cutting the tree line once more, as we saw in game 1. To prevent Boom Boy from having that nice angle, but you can still go for a bit of a rundown. At least you have the wind lace on Tim, so he's not that vulnerable. Once the right clicks come in, it can be painful. And I think this lane, you expect activity by 2 or 3 on both sides. You can be aggressive on Boom once the Starbreaker's up with the chain stun on the Lion. So both sides can start to look for those early kills. It's all about really working the angles. Who can manage to sneak through the tree lines and work something out here.
Let's have a look at the other lanes as well, Jonathan. Of course, mid lane, Yopaj in that mid Snapfire against Alacrity on the mid Leshrac. But now favoring Yopaj in terms of CS, but Alacrity has his own power spikes here on the Lesh. Another weird lane, John. How does this one go?
I think when we see the mid Snap shine, it tends to be up against melee heroes. My favorite counter point for the Snap was always Ember. Ember versus Snap just feels like an overwhelming win for Snap. Up against the Lesh, not quite as much. Lesh has really good wave clear, can stand pretty far back. The threat of Scatterblast and Cookie isn't as big for Lesh, and he can also threaten back with his own stun.
Oh, kills across the map. Boom Boy gonna go down top lane as Tim's able to snipe him here on the Train Protector. Nice little start here for Boom to even out the scoreboard. Meanwhile, the bottom lane, if you do have a look, there's a bit of a split situation going on here between these two. Mizu and Jakku fighting towards the south, and Skem and Jokam fighting towards the north. So very, very split kind of lane going on. I believe Jokam did pull a wave to get his level 2. And it seems like Mizu does not want to lane against Jakku on the Lifestealer. Which I suppose is fair enough. Bit of an annoying lane here with the Jakiro. So Jokam is going to run right into Skem, but it's just going to be a bit of a harassment trade between the two. Nothing to come out of it.
Yeah, it's a tough lane for Mizu. You don't trade against the Lifestealer really well. Jackie hits 3, Hula Frenzy at 2, with a Feast at 1. It's a strength here. You melt right through him in a right-click trade. You've got Skem to kind of provide some good slow and good DOT as well. There's not much the Mars can really do combined. So probably the slowest lane for NGX and one of the better lanes for Boom coming out here. The top lane is still the one that is pretty exciting to watch, but even mid, you're seeing trades across from Alacrity and Yopaj. Still rather even, you are seeing Yopaj pull ahead, just managing to threaten more of the Scatterblast and Cookie. But Alacrity's not completely shut out, although this is a much slower start for your Lesh. So that early timing into the push doesn't feel like it's quite lining up for Alacrity, and once you get some support rotations in, you have a Lion. It'd be really easy to pile on and get that kill.
Absolutely. Mid lane, there is going to be a bit of a rotation. Pretty going to be all right. Jokam, though, he wants to jump in. Dispose is going to be out. Split Earth, though, never going to fly out from Alacrity. They saw Tim's rotating on the Lion, and they do not want to deal with 2 of them. That's all happening between Alacrity and Jokam, but without the Split Earth on the land, Yopaj, he's going to be just fine.
Is matching the aggression that Boom would want to meet down mid. So at least it opens up your top a little bit, prevents that Lion stun from playing with the Dawnbreaker, and allows a little bit more time to build up on your Pudge. Still allowing Tims to get a forward ward, has good vision on that area in the triangle on the top jungle. They are starting to clump around for these runes though.
They are. Mid lane could get it very, very packed here as even Skem joins in on the Jakiro. Tim's going to make sure that Alacrity cannot reach for the water rune, though Jokam can and will do so. Even takes the bottle. Alacrity handing it over, but now they might lose the Marcy. Jokam's in trouble. He's still got the bottle on him. Alacrity, well, he's going to be left without it.
Build up elsewhere, and if the kills start pouring in with a Pudge, you get those flesh heap stacks up, it starts to feel pretty hard to kill off. Early Vanguard already up for Primo-Cell is hard to melt with the right clicks.
Well, we'll find out right now, John. Primo-Cell is in trouble. The Kisses are going to fly in from the mid lane, so Primo-Cell, well, he's got the Vanguard up, he's got no kind of magic.
I think that's the key thing for NGX. They actually don't mind bleeding out some early space as long as the Pudge hits its early timings. Has to be careful here, though.
Yeah, speaking of the devil, Primo-Cell, oh, he's not going to take long to take him down. Again, he might be a tanky Pudge right now with the Vanguard, but it's still proving to not be anywhere near enough, as now Jokam tries to go for a dispose out. Split Earth is there with the Pulse Nova. They've got a lot of damage, but the turnaround is out. Yopaj with the Cookie. They've got Alacrity down. And JoeCam will be right up next.
My pride.
They'll catch another. Tim's to take this one to the Lion.
Dire's top tower
BOOM
is under
Esports
attack.
willing to fight back with
Radiant
see if they can find themselves
structures are
another
fortified.
target to set up on. And
Radiant's
Remusol
bottom
and JoeCam
tower
are both
is under
there.
attack.
More TPs coming down. In the meantime, BOOM focused on the
Dire's
mid-tier 1 tower, but
structures are
BOOM
fortified.
down a bot. I mean, they're still chasing Dreamer Soul. It's a 2v4
Dire's
situation,
middle tower
but
is under
NGX Solar Guardian comes out with FBZ and Jackie along with him for the ride.
Radiant's
They'll find the
bottom
punch.
tower is
In
under
fact,
attack.
Alacrity going to be slowed down right to a crawl on the left track, not getting out of this. Great rotations as now the cookie is there. Yopaj right on target. A double kill after the Snapfire. And this combo of that Lifestealer and the Dawnbreaker always going to be very scary as now mid lane Scam is at least going to get caught out for NGX.SEA. They're going to find something. Yopaj going to jump in once again here on the Snapfire. Does have Cookie up. Is going to land it on to JoeCam. Disposes there, but JoeCam still on the run. It's Yopaj, Tim's and FBZ all kind of chasing him. I think he should be just fine to eventually dispose away, or rather rebound away, and he with it gone. Infest is there on Yopaj as Mizu going to be chased down, but doesn't have Primal split up right now.
Radiant's top tower is under
Yopaj looking for a
attack.
nice cookie. He's eventually going to find Mizu. Scatterblast will land, and well, eventually it seems like they're just going to hold on to this cookie just in case Mizu tries to TP out. And instead, they'll let Jackie do it the old-fashioned way. Like Yopaj, he'll take the kill himself. Why the hell not?
Yeah,
Probably a full team behind him, so they do back their way out. Scam, he's still thinking about it. Ice Path is going to be there. Into the Earthspike, another Solar Guardian. He does have his whole team right behind him coming in, but he is starting to fall low here. Dreamer Soul needs to dismember target. He's in trouble though. FBZ right behind him, and the Kisses
Buzzards won't
are going to
touch
land.
this one.
Mizu gonna try and salvage this one, but FBZ just locking down all the spirits, and Mizu probably also going down as he loses all his spirits. It pays off.
I don't know if you really want to commit for the tier 2, although they are going in, playing tag.
Yeah. I mean, BOOM still seem to think they're the stronger team here. Net worth is only 1k their way, and Dreamer Soul's top net worth right now on the Pudge. So they are going to try and force this fight. NGX.SEA, they do move in with a nice overgrowth down from Boom Boy. They've got Jackie again on the Lifestealer. He needs some help, but he's got no targets to infest in too many rages in time. He's alive. Meanwhile, FBZ, though, he was the one to get hooked. He's the one in trouble. Still running away, but Dreamer Soul right behind him is now the Solar Guardian. Where's he gone? Back towards Tim's. Somehow, Boom survived.
Wanted Jack to be isolated with the Dismember in that fight. Didn't manage to get the angle. Very awkward clump up for NGX to play with a hook. Still, they know some big spells are down. They can try again.
They're going to try one more time. No Infest this time. Mizu, he'll get the split off. They've already got Skem there on the Jakiro, so he's gone. Jackie forced the rage and run, but the chase is going. NGX.SEA, they might be able to catch him with a Cyclone very soon. Cookie out, Jackie thinking about going back in, but now FBZ's been caught out. Split Earth will hold him down. NGX.SEA still going. Another Scatterblast is there. FBZ trying to get away, but can't make it. Dreamer Cell, he misses this hook, but Alacrity gonna move right in with the lining out, but Jackie thinking about turning, does do so with the Cookie out now, but the Dreamer Cell is gonna dismember, just hold him down. Jackie still just getting kited around. He's gonna back off as Tim's. He gets the infest out, but the hook is there. Back out from Jackie. Back into the team fight as FBZ. A big Starbreaker. He's got one. Boom Boy might be the second. They've got Dreamer Cell locked down. Scatterblast out. He can't heal up right now. The punch is gone. As JoeCam, he will drop to boot. In we go again. This time around, NGX.SEA the ones to go too far. And BOOM Esports, right through the mid lane, is where they'll go.
Cost a lot.
Apart from a refresher shard. You get one nice gobble up play. It's not going to take too long for Jackie to wipe them out. Nice stun though, Alacrity. Down Jackie as there is going to be a gobble up right into Mizu, but the hook is there onto FBZ and the Starbreaker. It lands on the Dreamer Cell. Still they do toss it back, but Jackie's going to try and help out with the infest. It's not enough though, Jackie.
Whoa.
And FBZ going to drop the rot damage way too high. And now he's been left alone. He'll have to BKB TP out, but the overgrowth is there. Oh, Boom, not again. Oh, little Shredder though. Japoy gonna come back in and fight. Jackie, he'll turn around now. Japoy, he's on a triple kill. FBZ, he bought back for this, but this might be the final team fight of NGX.SEA. They're not too careful, but they're still trying onto Jackie. They want that live sealer who's been left alone again. Meanwhile, Dreamer Cell going right in, but the Ice Path gonna hold him and Joe Cam down. FBZ looking to move back in again. Who are they aiming though? It's gonna be Dreamer Cell on the punch. Who goes for dismember with the Starbreaker? Gonna cancel it off, and now they've got the punch held down. Dreamer Cell, he's not getting out of this one. It's a dieback on the punch. Alacrity gonna keep going. Boom Boy, he'll do the same, but the Infest is gonna keep them all healed up. Scatterblast stunning too. They've got Boom Boy, they've got Alacrity, and they should have Mizu. GG is called. Boom Esports, they will force this to a game number 3.
Yeah,
Radiant
much more
victory.
disciplined out from Boom. They don't get too hasty when the game goes too slow. They wait for NGX to get bored. They get the punishment. They